On the phone line with us right now from Election Protection, Barbara Arnwine. She's been talking to us for years. Of the last election we had her on, we're back again. The president is already on the campaign trail, Barbara. What's going on?
Yes, well, as we're talking, we're still in this fight against all these voter suppression laws that keep popping up. Pennsylvania passed one just 2 weeks ago.
What's going on in Pennsylvania, which is probably going to happen in other states as well? Explain that to them about the voter registration and the birth certificate.
It's outrageous. They say that in order for you to vote or to register to vote, that you must have a governmentally issued photo ID from the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Gotcha.
But then it says that in order to get that photo ID from the Department of Motor Vehicles, that you must have a birth certificate. Then they say that in order to get a birth certificate,
You got to have the ID.
you got to have the ID.
Oh, my God. We can't work with that.
It's outrageous, and it says that the only way you can get the birth certificate is that if you don't have a governmentally issued ID already, that you must have somebody who has a governmentally issued ID come with you and vouch for you and sign an affidavit.
Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
Isn't that outrageous?
So wait a minute. As I'm traveling around the country, I can't register people to vote the way I used to?
No, not in certain states. There are 10 states that have these horrible laws.
Wow.
We got, 4 of the states on hold right now because we've been suing them, or the Department of Justice has objected. But still, I mean, this is just so outrageous.
Maybe those are the states we should concentrate on trying to make.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's precisely what we want people to know. They can go to www.mapofshame.org, and that shows you all the states that have these horrible laws.
Did you say map of shame?
Map of Shame.
Give me that website address again.
It's www.mapofshame.org.
Wow, I'm going to blog that on Baisden Live on Twitter and Facebook. So what do people need to do, Barbara? They need to just go out and register themselves. It's just organizations can't organize registration, correct?
Well, in some states, people still can, they still can have these organizations register people to vote. But the most important thing is that if you voted in 2008 and you're in one of these states that have these new laws, like Wisconsin, like Pennsylvania, like South Carolina, like, Georgia, the Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. These are, some of the bad states that have these laws. You need to immediately go and make sure that you re-register. You got to go ahead and do it now because you don't want to show up at early voting and being told that you got to vote a provisional ballot instead of a regular ballot because you don't have your photo ID. Be sure to take care of that right now because it's too late by the time you get into early voting. It's too late. It takes too long to get a birth certificate. It takes too long to get the ID if you don't have a birth certificate. So I'm just, really warning people that now is the time to pay attention to making sure that you are registered to vote. And if you are listening to this show and you already are registered to vote and you know that you're okay and you got your photo ID, then you need to be saying, who in my family doesn't? Mm-hmm. Who do I know doesn't? Who can I help get their ID? And becoming what we call a voting rights champion right now and be a champion by helping people to get their IDs.